In this tutorial, we are going to understand everything about percentage calculations in Excel. Not just one formula, but every important percentage calculation you'll ever need in real work. Let's start with the basics. First, what does percentage really mean? Percent simply means per 100. So 25% literally means 25 out of 100. We usually calculate percentage by dividing the part by the total, then multiplying the result by 100 and adding the percent sign to the final value. In Excel, the percentage formula is even simpler. We just divide the part by the total, which returns a decimal number. Instead of multiplying it by 100, we simply format the result as percentage, and Excel automatically displays it in percent form. This is called a percentage score or percentage of total. It does not exceed 100% because a student cannot score more than the total marks. In our next example, we are measuring employees' performance against different targets. This is called achievement percentage or target achievement. Instead of comparing with a fixed maximum like exam marks, we are comparing actual performance with an assigned goal. The formula remains the same. We simply divide actual by target and then format the result as percentage. If the actual value equals the target, the result is 100%, which means the employee fully met the goal. If the result is below 100%, the target was not achieved. If it is above 100%, it means the employee gave outstanding performance and achieved more than the assigned goal. If you want to see only the difference from the target, instead of the full achievement percentage, you can calculate the variance. For example, if an employee achieved 106%, you may not want to display 106%. Instead, you might want to show only the extra 6% above the target. Similarly, if an employee achieved 94%, you may want to display it as minus 6%, which means the employee achieved 6% less than the target. This type of percentage is called percentage variance. The formula is almost the same. We simply subtract 1 from the achievement formula. This removes the base 100% and shows only the difference. Apply this formula as shown on the screen, and then format the result as percentage from the Format Cells dialog box. Percentage variance is useful because it shows the difference from the target more clearly. Instead of seeing the full 106% or 94%, we immediately see 6% or minus 6%, which makes it easier to understand how much over or under the target someone performed. Even though the variance values look better now, there's still a small readability issue. You have to carefully scan the entire list to understand each employee's performance. Let's make the variance more visually prominent. Select the variance cells again. Open the Format Cells dialog box, go to the Number tab, and choose Custom. In the Type box, enter the custom number format exactly as shown on the screen. The first section formats positive numbers in green and adds an up arrow. The second section formats negative numbers in red and adds a down arrow. The third section applies when the value is 0 and displays the text on target. Click OK. The custom number formatting is now applied to the selected cells. However, you may notice that the green color is quite light and not easily readable. Let's improve that. Open the Format Cells dialog box again and edit the custom number format. Instead of using green, replace it with color 10, which represents a darker green shade in Excel. Click OK. Now the result looks much more comfortable to read. You might also notice that the up and down arrows are not properly aligned and look slightly uneven. To fix this, edit the custom number format again and add an asterisk immediately after both arrow symbols. The asterisk repeats the following space to help with alignment. Now they're aligned properly. If you still see an extra space next to an arrow, simply remove that space in the type box. Click OK. Now the variance is visually clear, easy to read, and easy to understand. At a glance, anyone can immediately identify who performed above target, who is on target, and who needs improvement. Next, let's calculate the value of a percentage. For example, 20% of 50 is 10. In Excel, you simply multiply the base value by the percentage. Now, let's demonstrate this with a practical example. Suppose we want to calculate 10.25% tax on the prices of some mobile phones. We simply multiply the price by the tax rate, 10.25%. For example, If the price is $1,659.99, Excel calculates the tax as $170.14. If the price is $1,419.99, the tax comes out to $145.54. So this is how you calculate the value of any percentage. Just multiply the base value by the percentage. Now, if you want to calculate the final price after applying tax, you could add the base price to the calculated tax. This method works, but it requires two calculations. First, you calculate the tax in one cell. Then, in another cell, you add the tax to the base price. Instead of doing this, you can use a single formula as shown on screen. The expression in brackets converts the percentage into its total multiplier. Since 10.25% is 0.1025, adding 1 gives 1.1025. This means you are multiplying the original price by 110.25% of its value. So instead of calculating the tax separately and then adding it, this formula directly increases the base price by 10.25% in one step. The result is the final price including tax, calculated in a single formula, cleaner and more efficient. Similarly, we can calculate the discount on a price. We simply multiply the base value by the discount percentage. For example, if the discount is 10%, we multiply the price by 10% to get the discount amount. To calculate the final price, we can subtract the discount value from the base price, as shown on the screen. However, just like in the tax example, we can avoid using two separate calculations. In the tax example, we increase the price by adding the percentage. In the case of a discount, we reduce the price by subtracting the percentage. Since 10% is equal to 0.10, subtracting it from 1 gives 0.90. This means we are multiplying the original price by 90% of its value. So instead of calculating the discount first and then subtracting it, this single formula directly returns the final discounted price in one step, cleaner, faster, and more efficient. Next, let's calculate the tax on the discounted price. To do this, we simply multiply the tax rate by the discounted price. Instead of calculating the discounted price in a separate step, we can combine it into one formula, as shown on the screen. This formula first reduces the price by the discount percentage and then applies the tax rate to that reduced amount. The result is the tax amount applicable to the discounted price. Now, if we want to calculate the final price, we could use a formula like shown on screen. However, this method requires additional steps. First, we calculate the discount in one cell. Then, we calculate the tax in another cell. Finally, we subtract the discount and add the tax to get the final price. Instead, we can use a single formula that calculates both discount and tax together. We simply combine everything into one formula, as shown on the screen. This formula first applies the discount and then applies the tax, all in one calculation, and directly returns the final payable price. This way, you can calculate both discount and tax instantly using a single, clean, and efficient formula. Sometimes, you may need to reverse a percentage and find the original value before the percentage was applied. For example, suppose the discount amount is $165.99 and the discount rate is 10%. Now the question is, what was the original price? We can calculate it easily by dividing the discount amount by the discount rate. We know that 10% is equal to 0.1. So we actually dividing the discount by 0.1. This way, you can calculate the original base value when you know the percentage amount and the percentage rate. It's simply the reverse of multiplying by a percentage. Instead of multiplying, we divide. Similarly, if we have a price that already includes tax and we want to find the original price, we can reverse the calculation. To do this, we divide the price by 1 plus the tax rate. The reason this works is that the tax-inclusive price already represents 110.25% of the original price. By dividing it by 1.1025, we remove the tax portion and return to the original base price. This calculation gives us the base price before tax, with no tax included. Similarly, if we have a price after a discount, and we want to find the original price before the discount was applied, we can reverse the calculation. To do this, we divide the discounted price by 1 minus the discount rate. The reason this works is that after applying a 10% discount, the price becomes 90% of the original price. By dividing the discounted price by 0.90, we return to the original base price. This calculation gives us the original price before the discount was applied. Finally, if we have a price that already includes both discount and tax, and we want to find the original base price, we can reverse the combined calculation. To do this, we divide the final price by both factors used in the calculation. The reason this works is that the final price already reflects two changes. First, the price was reduced by the discount, and then tax was applied to the discounted price. By dividing the final price by both multipliers, we remove the effect of the tax and the discount and return to the original base price before any adjustments were applied. That's it for this tutorial. We covered the most common percentage calculations in Excel, including percentage of total, achievement, and variance percentages, as well as tax, discount, and reverse percentage formulas. I hope these formulas help you work with percentages more confidently in Excel. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more Excel tutorials. I'll see you in the next video.